total of 7 players from Madrid have been nominated for the 2024 Ballon d'Or: Vinicius Junior, Bellingham, Mbappe, Toni, Carvajal, Rudiger, and Valverde. Vinicius Junior is the favorite in this race, and the winner will be announced on October 28th. Toni, who has already retired, reached out to other Madrid players last summer and made a cool joke about it. They say, "Give me the Ballon d'Or, you 6 can do it next year." Yes, Rodrygo did not make the list of nominees for the Ballon d'Or, and that is surprising. He has 4 trophies with Madrid and 26 goal contributions in 51 matches. Neymar supported the Brazilian and wrote that Rodrygo deserves a spot in the top 5, at the very least. Rodrygo also reacted to not making the list of nominees, and did so quickly within a few hours. He posted a photo holding the trophies of the Champions League, La Liga, and the Spanish Super Cup. Do you also think Rodrygo should be on the list? It's very unfair. Share your opinion in the comments. Who would I give the Ballon d'Or to? Without hesitation, to Carvajal. He won all the trophies last season and started this season with a victory in the UEFA Super Cup. In addition, he also won the European Championship, in which he scored a goal, just like in the final of the Champions League, and he plays in defense. And these are the words of Joselu, the former forward for Madrid and the Spanish national team, and there is truth in what he says. But how rarely does a defender win the Ballon d'Or, right? Also watch in this video, Vinicius Junior calls for Spain to be stripped of its right to host the 2030 World Cup due to racism. Another Madrid player has been injured and left the national team camp. Real Madrid has chosen a priority transfer target for 2025. Kylian Mbappe also sharply responded to his critics. And for now, let's take a look at this photo. Nations League match, Portugal-Croatia. Here we see 2 legends of Madrid, Luka Modric, who was 38 years old, and Cristiano Ronaldo, who was 39 years old. They are still playing. They are the captains of their national teams. What a lovely photo. Meanwhile, Ronaldo continues to score. He is a genius. He has broken another record, another achievement. Never before in history has one footballer scored so many goals. 900 goals by Cristiano Ronaldo in his career. The goal against Croatia was indeed a milestone. Congratulations. It's simply brilliant. It's just magical. And now there are a lot of national team matches. To make sure you don't miss anything, including how the players from Madrid are performing, you can download the Madrid Fans app. The link is in the pinned comment. There is a lot of up-to-date information there. Match Center, live matches, news, and everything else. I highly recommend it. I believe that Madrid has the best transfer strategy among top clubs in the world. Just think about it. But this is something we have generally gotten used to. It is now 2024. But we know Madrid's main transfer target for the next year, and we are not surprised because he is truly a very cool player. This is the midfielder for Manchester City and the Spain national team, Rodri. His contract with Manchester City expires in 2027, which means that in a year, his transfer value will be low. Moreover, Rodri's agent is in very close relations with the management of Madrid, so this transfer could very well happen. Among many others, Rodri in Madrid seems to be an amazing transfer that could really happen, especially considering Toni's career ending and the class that Rodri possesses. But while the transfer is ongoing, a new scandal is brewing, and all of Vinicius Junior's statements have actually provoked this discussion, which I will now summarize for you. I hope that Spain can develop and understand how serious it is to insult a person because of the color of their skin. If the situation does not change, by 2030, I think we need to change the location of the World Cup. We know how much Vinicius Junior has faced racism in Spain, and now Vinicius Junior is making such a statement. Apparently, upon arriving in Brazil and taking a bit of a break from Madrid, he is calling for Spain to be stripped of the 2030 World Cup. He continues, now a bit more gently. Many people in Spain, most of whom are certainly not racist, but there is a small group that ultimately tarnishes the image of a country where it is actually very good to live. I love being here. I love playing for Real Madrid, and I enjoy the best living conditions with my family. Some contradictory theses. First, you take away the World Cup. And then I really like it here, and in fact, it's a small group of people who show racism towards Vinicius Junior. But he has already received answers from all sides. First of all, the mayor of Madrid urged the Brazilian to apologize for his comment about racism in Spain. Dani Carvajal also joined in. We are against any manifestation of racism in stadiums. I know that Vinicius Junior is going through such moments. We will support him both within the club and publicly. And then, of course, Dani Carvajal continued the discussion about the World Cup in Spain. Spain is a country with great diversity. I am sure that we are not a Russian country. When I was little, I grew up among many many nationalities right in my neighborhood, in Leganés, and I can say that Spain is not a Russian country. If you want my opinion, of course, Vinicius Junior is really struggling, but sometimes he goes a bit overboard in his statements. I think he got a little carried away with the cancellation of the World Cup in Spain. But did Kylian Mbappe go too far in his statements? He also left Madrid, arrived with the French national team, and is giving interviews, which I find to be quite bold. I don't know what the critics think. I no longer pay attention to that. I come, I play, and what people think is not my concern. It's impossible to please everyone. This is Kylian Mbappe. These are his words, the answer to the question of how his first month went in Madrid. And here I am, in particular, on the channel, I have often defended Kylian Mbappe, asking you to be a little patient and give him time to adapt in Madrid. And then he arrives in France and says that he is not interested in anything at all, neither criticism, nor pressure, nor anything else. I think that's very abrupt. I think it's very bold. And when Kylian Mbappe returns to Madrid, I believe his tone will change as well. And of course, we remember those applause at Santiago Bernabeu. Even the ovation when Mbappe scored 2 goals, he was simply supported. And now, when he acts like he doesn't care about any of this, I find it at least strange. What do you think about this? Write in the comments. Well, if Kylian Mbappe is so bold, then he should score a goal for the French national team against Italy. The French are the absolute favorites. They should win against the Italians. This is a Nations League match, and Kylian Mbappe's goal is being offered at a decent odds for a double. I will take this bet to see how bold Kylian Mbappe is in the French national team and confirm that he is in good shape. If you want to play too, I will leave the link in the pinned comment. Play for fun, with excitement, and be sure to grab the great bonuses upon registration. So, what's happening with us? It seems that every day, there is another news story about an injured player from Madrid. Now this news has come from Brazil. Eder Militao has suffered a muscle injury. He will miss the next 10 to 15 days. This muscle injury will prevent him from playing, of course, in the matches for the Brazil national team. Additionally, he will miss the match for Madrid against Real Sociedad in the next round of La Liga. Thus, Carlo Ancelotti, who had been asking for another central defender, is already facing another problem at the start of the season. This time, it's in the center of defense, and we are finalizing how many players are injured. Militao, Jude, Camavinga, Tchouaméni, Mendy, Ceballos, Alaba, who is still recovering. I have questions, so who will play in central defense? And I have a question, who will play in central midfield? And I have a question, will Madrid consistently win if we have so many injuries? We will be looking for answers to these questions in the upcoming episodes, so subscribe to the channel and like this video if you enjoyed it. I remind you that you can also become a channel sponsor or support the channel with a one-time contribution. You can find the Super Thanks feature below this video. Check out other videos on the channel. We talk about life in Madrid. We support Madrid. Thank you for your attention. See you next time.